In 1991, Terminator 2 Judgment Day was released in theaters, and of course it spawned dozens of games, most of which were bad. The arcade shooter was a decent game, I guess, and no, I don't mean the awful console ports. No, today we're looking at a game that's easily the best Terminator game next to Resistance, Terminator 2D No Fate.
Terminator 2D, No Fate.
Even I couldn't make that intro better, it's just too good for this game. This is easily the best Terminator game I've ever played. For one, it's faithful to Terminator 2, Bitmap Bureau put a lot into this and it's given so much in love and respect to the source material and the franchise. There's just so many little Easter eggs in this game, it's just too good. It's taken me a while to get this video out, mostly because I've been playing it on the higher skills and being distracted with other projects. No Fate, I found, is best enjoyed on those higher skills if you could stomach them. Not everyone can, they are legitimately harder than most games, especially nowadays. It is a 2D platformer with shooter elements. You have infinite ammo and the jumping feels stiff, which is probably intentional. You don't get much height either on those jumps. You can aim each weapon in all 9 directions, and this is actually way more useful than you think, especially with the later bosses where aiming is required. Especially against the final boss. Oh boy, when we get to that final boss. This pistol you start with is hot garbage, but you'll be using it a lot until you get a machine gun, all of which are hidden in the first 3 levels of story mode.
Hasta La Vista, baby.
We start in the desert where Sarah is training John. It's here the game teaches you how to play. Each level shows you a different control scene depending on the player character and the level content. I'll cover each as we get to them, but for now, we waste this town and Bandit Bob goes down like a bitch for kidnapping John. Sarah decides to make a really bad decision and goes after Cyberdyne, which is referenced in Terminator 2 proper. We infiltrate the base and it's here we get proper platformer gameplay with these lasers and plasma obstacles. Yes, I missed the assault rifle here and have to complete the level with the pistol. What you're watching is my first playthrough of No Fate on Hasta La Vista. My first death occurs in this fight. Deaths in this game are incredibly punishing and that makes me so happy. No Fate is designed around being an early 90s game for the Super Nintendo without hardware limitations. When I say that, it really does feel like a game I'd rent but failed to complete on the weekend, back when Blockbuster was a thing when I was a kid. Blockbuster was a video rental franchise that lost to Netflix in the streaming war. See, what it was is you could go into a store and rent DVDs or VHS tapes or even Blu-rays for less than like $10 for like 24 hours or a weekend, and then you'd return them and then you could go in and rent more stuff. That was basically Blockbuster's whole thing. One still does exist in Bend, Oregon, so if you want a Blockbuster fix, just go to Bend, Oregon. You can also get more continues when you collect these Skynet symbols hidden in the levels. That's right, continues. You do not get extra lives. You have a health bar, but that's it. You can also extend this health bar by getting these blue briefcases when you're at full health. Incredibly useful, especially on the higher difficulties. You'll see later. Level 3 is the main construction plant, and oh boy, they've been busy. Having to dodge these crushers, lasers, flamethrowers, welding robots, lava pits that cause instant death, and a really sweet reference to later in the movie, and the debris of... Well, that was fast to Cyberdyne. So fast we discover that Cyberdyne has a T-47 just laying around in storage half completed. Sarah gets taken into custody and we get a look at the future with future John Connor playable. John gets an automatic laser rifle with purple laser straight with the correct sound effects. He also gets the pipe bombs from the first movie and they destroy every machine in one hit. It's not nearly like I have in the script here. It is literally one hit for most machines. The T-800s here are the spongiest enemies in the game and are actually dangerous. Good job, Bitmap Bureau. They should be dangerous. We also have these silverfish that were actually supposed to be in the future war scene in Terminator 2. Nice cameo, and they also act like slithering bombs. I hate these enemies. There's also these smaller HK variants called spinners that are a major pain in the ass. John is too big to fully dodge them, so I hope you have pipe bombs. Also, these HK dogs, which are very bad boys and get destroyed on sight. The future war levels don't fuck around, but the difficulty spike really isn't that high until the end. You'll see. These levels can be best described as Contra style levels, and by that I mean you get 3 gun power-ups. You get the spread gun, which is literally the spread gun from Contra, the laser, which goes through walls and deals way more damage than your average laser, and a homing laser, which is more powerful than your standard gun. In fact, all of them are at all times. Partway through the level you come to this wall called the defense grid, so John destroys it like in the first movie? What?
Their defense grid was smashed. We'd won.
Clever way to tie the Terminator lore into gameplay, Bitmap. After that, we get to fight the Centurion, who isn't that difficult, really. Connor finds out that Skynet is going to go through with time travel and we need to stop that, but oh no, Resistance HQ is under attack. We also meet the T-808, and no, I'm not stupid model numbering the Frank Colombo. You'd have to be crazy to get me to do that. 1 pipe bomb is usually enough to disable it. This level is full of platforming, something this game really struggles with. I think if the jumps were just a bit higher, just a little bit, I think it'd be more than okay. Again, I am sure this is intentional. I died 2 more times in this level, and at the top we place our T-47 from earlier, which goes down easy enough. It is one of the easier bosses in the game. The boss of the level is an HK bomber, and it's actually really cool. The worst part of it is the silverfish it spawns.
Warning. Termination imminent.
E rank is the lowest you can get in the game, and yeah, I did die twice, I deserve that. Afterwards, we communicate with the father of humanity's savior, Kyle Reese, who says they were too late to stop Skynet from using the TDE. I'm guessing T2D takes place where Kyle says they won in the first movie? Kyle volunteers to go back, but asks who John will send back to protect him in the mid-90s. Entered the man, the myth, the legend, the T-800. In one of the 3 levels he's playable. Yep, only 3 in this game. He can't jump, he can punch, he can grab, he can throw, and he beats the shit out of these bikers just like in T2, and you can even fight the...
Out of time.
Yeah, that's another continue. You can also time out on levels, but I neglected to mention it because it's really only an issue here. You won't run out of time on most levels, trust me. Anyway, you can also fight the bartender now too. The bar also has the tracks used from the movie, and if you punch the jukebox, you can change the track to Bad to the Bone and get a continue. Truly a great level. From here, it's basically Terminator 2 in terms of plot. This chase level is perfect, A+ shit. Yes, an S rank. Okay, that's really good for this level. I was hoping I'd get one. We get to Pescadero Hospital, where the game shifts to stealth and promptly kicks my ass. You only have a police baton like in the movie, and you're expected to knock out these guards with it. The T-1000 is here too, and it's an instant death if it discovers you. And I do mean instant. You have to unlock these doors with the minigame where you have to pick a lock. It's not really that complicated, but if you get spotted, the area's alarms set off when you're spotted by a camera. I'm lucky it happens at the end of the level so I can at least show you. The T-800 says Miles Dyson is responsible for Skynet, and yes, I am aware that isn't Arnold's mug. You'd think his likeness is cheap for this game or even affordable for a small dev? No, it's not happening outside of Mortal Kombat. You may have also noticed that we have choices here, but don't worry about them for now. We'll come back to them in a minute. For now, it's time to blow up the Cyberdyne. Unlike the movie where there was just one lab, we have to plant explosives on each floor in various locations. Enemies come at you in waves, including these Roombas and ceiling robots. It's not a very hard level once you know what you're doing. The first time I played it out, I got wrecked a couple of times. We get to the highway chase, and this is where I get a game over. Just like a game from the early 90s, you game over, you go all the way back.
No problemo.
So at this point I play the game on No Problemo because I want to experience the alternate storylines of what the game has to offer. No Problemo may be way too easy. It's designed for a modern audience, while I think Hasta La Vista is designed for veteran gamers like myself who are used to that kind of like difficulty. If you're new to the game, play on No Problemo. It's the best option to run through the game, because I run through it like it's nothing. No Problemo makes the highway chase way easier. I get more reaction time to each of the attacks from the helicopter. You have to also dodge these cars, and dodging actually comes up because he rams you in the last act of the level. The T-1000 rams the policeman you're in, and he will kill you if the van's health bar gets below a certain point.
Hasta la vista, baby.
The steel mill is an easy level. I only die once, and by that I mean I see John getting stabbed. The T-1000 pursues you in this level like a demon. If he catches you or John, the game's over. You have to shoot the T-1000 like in the movie and crush him using obstacles, which didn't happen in the movie. Follow John and stay close to him. Watch his movements and you'll be fine. You can even see the Terminator and T-1000 fight. Don't you wag your finger at me. Have a grenade for all your trouble. So after the ending to Terminator 2, we have one more level. Being that it is the hardest level, of course it's a Future War segment, complete with 3 boss fights, and as I'm watching the footage back, I don't see me using pipe bombs that much. That'll change. The T-99999, 999,999. Yeah, no, it is basically the TMA from the Battle Across Time ride, only inferior and more mechanical. And it's kinda hard. Good job, Bitmap Bureau. Congratulations, try another path. So I beat Pescadero Hospital again, and I'm given the option of resetting the chip or leaving it alone. So I reset it and I kill Dyson. This leads me to a huge reference from the first Terminator movie.
I'll be back.
In the first movie, the Terminator goes on a rampage in the police station looking for Sarah, and now Sarah shoots up the police station to escape. It's an awesome throwback to the first movie and a level I never would have expected to see in this type of game. 2 enemies even look like Hal Vukovich and Egg Traxler from the first movie. Again, a great Easter egg implemented seamlessly into the gameplay. But now this is a Simpsons joke referencing McBain.
Oh yes sir, everything's gonna be just Damn. McBain.
Yes?
I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, stop talking crazy.
No. Just do one thing for me. Get Mendoza.
The only other change really is the fact that without Dyson, Cyberdyne's experiments aren't stopped and John runs away from his mom after completing the steel mill. He gets captured in the future and Sarah has to rescue him. I wonder how that goes. shit. Ballsy, Bitmap. This is actually an ending I never saw coming, so let's not do that. We leave the chip alone and the T-800 kills Dyson this time. The game progresses like normal until we get to level 11. Leave nothing to fate. Do you understand? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my.
No jumping, but fuck it. Controlling Arnie with the minigun like the damn Terminator is well worth the fact that this is only the second level he's playable. No, I don't count the auto-scroller level where you're shooting the gate down. You're mowing everything down in your path till you get to these riot shield bastards. How does a riot shield stop a 51mm bullet? Unless it's a ballistic shield, then that makes sense. So we fight this ATV and I die. But wait, I'm able to reroute power and it causes a screen nuke that basically ends the boss. After that, we get back to the future war, where instead of dying this time, John is saved by the same T-800 sent back in time. We kill the T-Crab again, only this time the T-800 finished it off with its plasma minigun because Sarah's wimpy pistol isn't cutting it even in the future war. So that's the two alternate paths, one with a bad ending and one with an ending that reunites John and Sarah. Honestly, these endings aren't too bad, and they follow the logical conclusion based on Terminator 2. Again, good job, Bitmap Bureau. After getting the second alternate ending, we're given Mother of the Future mode, which is a marathon mode, basically. Complete it and you unlock Judgment Day difficulty. How hard is Judgment Day difficulty, you may ask? Well, you get no continues, enemies are sponges, you're stuck with this torturous thing. You can still earn continues, but no assault rifle for you. It's a perfect difficulty if you really want to torture yourself. Here's how far I got. Boss Rush mode is exclusively Future War bosses, which, yeah, that makes sense. Beat that and you unlock Infinite mode, which is basically a survival until you die mode. Here's how I did with Sarah. I was pathetic using John. I hardly got maybe 30 kills using John. I can't remember the exact amount. Overall, I love Terminator 2D No Fate. Easily the best Terminator game in my opinion. My hat's off to you, Bitmap Bureau, you pulled through in the best way possible. Now to end this video in the most cathartic way possible. T-800 Infinite Mode. Behold the slaughter.